What up guys, my name is Kong and today I'm going to be talking about The Frozen Ground. This stars Nicolas Cage and John Cusack, if I say his name correctly. This movie is it's a crime movie, it's kind of a thriller movie. This is what this movie is about. It's a drama movie, that's what it is about here. This movie is about Nicolas Cage. He is I would say lead detective, and he have to find out what's going on with why all these women are disappearing, and he had a suspect in mind, but he has to prove to the DA that this is their man. This is the guy who did all the murdering, all the rape and murdering. You know this. So he had to go out. He had to go out of not his way, but he had to provide substantial evidence to prove that this alleged suspect is the one. So let's talk about what I did like about this movie. I liked Nicolas Cage in this movie. I thought he did a really good job as a lead detective. I thought you could tell that he was fighting against the DA. He was he was on the tail of our antagonist's tail. He was hustling, he was looking, he was willing to use everything at his disposal within the law, the confine of the law. So I like that aspect. I thought Nicolas Cage did a really wonderful job of really, getting becoming almost a detective, getting into finding the lead, going and thinking outside of the box. How would one do this? Follow the trail of the prime suspect. So I like that a lot. I also like John Cusack. I thought he did a really wonderful job of playing this really innocent, really beloved father, really outgoing, really friendly, really nice. But then you also get to see the dark side of this guy. He hooked up with hookers, and he murdered these women, and he murdered, he raped them, he divorced them, he does terrible things to these women, these women who are trying to make a living for themselves. So you get to see the light and the darkness, and the duality of this man, this real life character, not John Cusack as a person, but the real life characters. You get to see the duality there. So it was interesting. What else? I like the girl who escaped the grasp from a prime suspect. I thought she did a really great job. I thought she was very she conveyed she was street smart. She would kind of talk back to the detective, but in a really a real way, realistic talk, not as cheap talk, not with joking around, but really just she's more like a straight talker. So I like that, and she really exudes, perfect. A perfect example when she see like a man, who's bent on getting her, and she's scared. You get to see this throughout the movie in certain scene, and you get to see it a lot here. And she did a wonderful job of conveying trauma, conveying being scared, conveying no sympathy for her parents and her uncle. You get to see this actress. She did a really wonderful job in that role, and there are some supporting cast. I thought they did a really good job. They didn't really quite outshine Nicolas Cage or John Cusack, but they were there. They had a purpose in their role, in the specific role in the movie. As the lead detective assistant, they would go out and find and search the house. They would try to look for thing, for a particular gun, because of the particular round that this prime suspect used. So I like that this movie didn't feel like the main focus was on Nicolas Cage and John Cusack, but then the supporting characters cast really support the movie, support the characters to make it a really good movie. I like that. And I really like the setting. I believe it's set in Alaska. I believe it is. I like the setting. I like the clothing, the winter, the feel of the movie. It feels really almost as it is a drama movie. You feel like you're going along for the, not quite along for the ride, but you are seeing things happening. It's like you discovering evidence as you go along with our main character, Nicolas Cage characters, and I like that aspect a lot. I feel like I am tagging along. Not there, but tagging along and finding the pieces and really seeing what the heinous crime that our the antagonists have committed. So I like that a lot. It gives you that glimpse of almost real in a sense, almost almost authentic, almost there, but you can tell it's not quite real, but they are telling us true story. And this is how the event unfold. So I like that aspect a lot. So what I don't like about this movie, there is not a lot I don't like about this movie. I wish there was a little bit more toward the end about the proceeding, you know, we actually get to see him at court, that sort of thing. The loss, the mother and father who had suffered because of this man's actions of, you know, killing their daughters and, you know, like burying them out in the woods. So I would like to see that. I know that it is hard to watch. It is gritty. It is hard for especially those parents. And I kind of want to see a little bit of justice for our main character, for Nicolas Cage and the girl who escaped. I like to see that, but it isn't much to talk about. There's not much a negative thing to talk about. This movie, like I said, in a lot of movies, it is a little bit long, but you have to stick to the movies to really appreciate the movie because it is good. It's really good. So, what was the rating I give this movie, guys? I give it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It's good. The story is really good. It's based on a true story. Nicolas Cage was good. John Cusack was good. The story, the premises, it was good. The whole movie was good. The only thing I couldn't give it a higher is that it is long. That's really, really held me back. I think they could have maybe cut some part, maybe get to the point a little quicker, you know. That's what I think. But overall, it is a good movie. It's 7 out of 10. I'm kind of leaning toward an 8. But 8 is really hard to reach. So a 7 out of 10 for this movie. I highly recommend you watch this movie. It's called The Frozen Ground. Anyway, guys, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse to my YouTube channels. I have a lot of content for you guys to check out. Please do so. Thank you and take care. Bye-bye.